Hey everyone, welcome back to the Treehouse, the podcast that travels the world through screens. I'm Alex, and today we are talking about something super iconic British TV series and shows from the BBC. With me are Naomi, who knows the history side of things, and Liz, who's basically seen every BBC show at least twice. How's it going, girls?
Hey Alex, hey Naomi, I'm good. Super excited about this topic.
Yeah, same here. I mean, BBC shows are basically my comfort food.
So, what do we have here, girls, for the audience?
Alright, Alex, it feels like we have to start with the first thing that comes to your mind when thinking about British television.
BBC, of course, right? We know it's the granddaddy of all the shows we can possibly think about.
Exactly. But let's start at the very beginning, guys. You know, when the BBC actually start making TV. For that, I can tell that the BBC started as a radio service back in 1922, but TV came a bit later, like in 1936. The BBC launched the world's first regular high-definition television service, and well, we know high definition back then doesn't mean what it does now, but for the time it was cutting edge.
Yeah, HD in 1936 probably looked like a blurry YouTube video today.
Exactly. Then during World War II, they had to shut the service down for security reasons, but it came back in 1946. And from there, TV really started spreading into people's homes.
Wow, so basically the BBC wasn't just making shows, right? It was inventing the way we watch TV.
Yeah, the BBC has an incredible history of producing high quality and genre defining shows.
Yeah, I think we all agree that Doctor Who is the perfect example. It's like the BBC's crown jewel. Did you know that the first aired in 1963 and is still running today? Which makes it the longest running sci-fi show in the world. I mean, think about it. That's 6 decades of time travel, aliens, and regenerating doctors.
Oh, yes, and what's cool is that the show actually reflects British culture through the decades. Like in the 70s, it echoed Cold War fears, and more recently, it's tackled diversity and inclusion in casting.
That's true. And what about dramas? The BBC has a reputation for those, right?
Oh, yes, I'd say one of the most famous is the 1995 Pride and Prejudice with Colin Firth, which is a total classic. And the BBC has this tradition of adapting British literature like Dickens, Austen, the Brontes. And those shows aren't just TV, you know, they kind of define how the world imagines Britishness.
Yeah, but we got a lot of other big players. Take Downton Abbey, for instance. That was a huge international success history, but it was an ITV production. It's a show that truly kicked off this messy modern period drama craze.
Yeah, I think Victoria is a brilliant follow-up to that. It also aired on ITV and gives us another fascinating glimpse into the lives of British royalty. But from an even early era, they really, nailed that mix of historical grandeur and soapy drama.
So the period drama genre has really exploded.
So clearly these shows are popular, but they are also cultural touchdowns, right?
Yeah, totally. Take Blue Peter, for example. It started in 1958 as a kids' show, but it wasn't just cartoons. It was about learning, creativity, even community service, and generations of kids grew up with it.
I know what you mean. And on the other end, we've got EastEnders, which started in 1985. Sure, it's a soap opera, but it's also about real life, working class London, family drama, even social issues like racism or unemployment. For a lot of people, it's like watching their neighborhood on TV.
Of course, the BBC kind of mixes entertainment with a mirror of society.
Okay, by the way, can I throw in some fun facts?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, so get this. In 1986, EastEnders had over 81 million viewers for a single Christmas episode. That's more than the entire UK population at the time.
Oh yeah, I know that was a Christmas cliffhanger. People still talk about it.
Exactly. And another one, Top Gear, the car show, became one of the BBC's biggest money makers because it sold in like 200 countries. And honestly, half the time it wasn't even about cars, it was about explosions, stunts, and the hosts just making fun of each other.
I can totally see that. And nowadays, BBC shows are everywhere. Netflix, Amazon, BritBox, you name it. Okay guys, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back now. Hey, so far we've talked about what was the most popular at that time. Before we close, let's each pick up a favorite BBC series. Liz?
I'll go classic. Pride and Prejudice from 1995. I mean, it's just timeless.
Well, mine's obvious, Doctor Who. It's weird, it's fun, and honestly, no other show does time travel chaos quite like it.
Pretty good picks, girls. I'll go with Planet Earth. David Attenborough documentaries are just stunning. You know, they kind of change how the whole world sees nature.
That's such a solid choice. Attenborough is basically a national treasure.
Yeah, totally.
Alright, that's all for today. We'll look at how the BBC went from inventing TV in the 30s to creating global hits like Doctor Who, Sherlock, EastEnders, and Planet Earth. Honestly, I think BBC isn't just television. It's part of British identity. Okay guys, that was all for today. See you soon.